Hi, I'm Jim Gordon, and joining me is Lukas Lundin, chairman of Lundin Group of Companies. Lukas, what is your outlook for the mining sector and what opportunities do you see?
I'm quite bullish on the mining sector over the next 5 to 10 years. I think our sector has been heavily underinvested with this, the world trying to restart after this corona virus, this law infrastructure program starting in the US, UK announced one too. So I think below demand for raw material, and you can see that in iron ore price, which is still trading at $100 a ton, and an electrification of cars and things, we can see that copper is going to look quite good. So quite bullish. And then of course, with all this printing of money and very loose monetary policies, I can see gold have a pretty bright future.
What commodities are you most bullish on in the coming year?
I'm very bullish on copper right now because I see that market heavily underinvested, and the copper demand is going to go up a lot. If we count all electrical cars around the world, we could see the demand go up in the next 5 years by another 3 million tons, which we don't have. And we don't have many greenfield projects coming along. So I'm very bullish on copper today.
Now, you've got a few companies involved in copper, including your flagship base metals company, Lundin Mining, as well as copper gold companies, Jose Maria, Filo, and NGX. Now, in addition to your broader views on the base metals market, what are some catalysts that may positively affect these companies?
Lundin Mining, is an up and running company and looking for new projects and, a very strong balance sheet. So, we're looking for more acquisitions opportunities. Jose Maria and Filo de Sol and NGX, we've been up in that part of the belt Andes for the last 20 years. And I think we delineated some very large deposits. Jose Maria is in a fee study, and I think over the next 6 months we'll see how we're going to move that forward. The next step is to get the approvals and finance it. Filo is still in the finding out what we have, but it looks enormous. 5 billion tons of very high grade copper gold, and I think we pulled this year some of the best drill holes in the industry at over 1,000 meters, 1%. We need another couple of drill seasons up there and then bring it to the next step. NGX, we're looking at different projects. We have Los Helados, which is a very big deposit, and we're looking at some other regional exploration plays in Argentina right now. So I'm very, very bullish on this. It's just a question of how we move forward without diluting yourself too much. They're big cap projects. They are in the $3 billion to $5 billion. So it's how to move the project forward without diluting the shareholders too much.
Lukas, you've got a few gold companies in your group, including Lundin Gold, Bluestone, and also the copper gold companies we mentioned earlier. With many calling for much higher gold prices, what are your thoughts on the sector?
I'm not a gold bug, but with all this craziness going on in the world and the amount of printing and people doing with currencies, I see gold as a storage of wealth is coming back rapidly, and that's why we see such a strong gold market. So I'm very optimistic over the next 3-4 years on gold. And the interesting thing is that all the big gold companies are really lower their ASICs, all include cost of $900, and we sell at $1,800. So I think it's a lot of leg in the gold market over next years or so, and we're very excited with Lundin Gold, and that we think we could expand the mine. And also on Bluestone, we're very happy. We're running the pre-feas numbers, but it looks like a very strong project with very low capital cost.
There's lots of interest in the uranium market lately. You've got Denison Mines, which is looking to develop one of their projects into a producing mine. Tell us what you think of the uranium space these days.
So uranium has some legs today, and I think the uranium has been very beaten up for the last 10 years. It's always beaten up, but it's getting some life because we have it's curtailing with Cameco, we have curtailing in Kazakhstan, so the uranium price has moved up a bit. And what we're looking in Denison is doing an ISL project in the basin, it'll be the first one. If you're very worried about the environment and global warming, it's one of the best energies around. It's just, we have to understand how to build reactors cheaply. We can't go out and spend $5 billion on projects because then we have a hard time competing with solar and wind. But it's a very, very good energy and long lasting. So I'm always been very interested in uranium. I think the space needs to be consolidated in the basin, so Denison could be one of them maybe.
And finally, Lukas, the Lundin Group company Mukara Diamond is famous for recovering very large, high-quality diamonds. No matter what the financial world is doing, there always seems to be a market for these exceptional diamonds. Is that true? And can you tell us about Clara, the innovative diamond sales platform Mukara is developing?
I think of the big diamonds, always a market for big diamonds. The big diamond market's of course been a bit weaker, but not as weak as the small diamond market. And we see a lot of potential doing something in that market, some more work. Let's not forget that we have the COVID crisis, but your NASDAQ is an all-time high. So there's a lot of money in the system, and there's nowhere to put it. So a big diamond is almost like a storage of wealth. It's almost like buying gold. So I'm quite optimistic, and Mukara has one of the best, or the best highest grade diamond mine in the world. Not the biggest, but the best quality. So very, very bullish on that. On Clara is the platform, that the end user can look at the diamond and bid on it directly instead of buying packages like we did in the past. And I think the big thing with Clara, I think is up and running and doing quite well. It's a question of finding enough supply to put on the platform. We've been doing it for a year and a half. I think we get more interest. If we get enough momentum in Clara, I could see that's a big winner.
It's always a pleasure to get your insights. Thanks for joining us, Lukas.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Adam Lundin, President and CEO of Josemaria Resources. We trade on the TSX and in Sweden under the ticker JOSE. We are currently developing our 100% owned and unencumbered flagship Josemaria copper gold deposit in San Juan, Argentina. A feasibility study is underway with completion expected in the second half of this year. The Josemaria project is surrounded by giants, located in between the prolific Maricunga and El Indio belts, which are well known for being home to some of the world's largest copper gold mines. Josemaria is a large copper gold porphyry with a resource of 6.5 billion pounds of copper, 6.5 million ounces of gold, and 29 million ounces of silver. Our pre-feasibility study reports robust economics with a $2.9 billion net present value and a 21.4% internal rate of return. The Josemaria project has an expected average life of mine annual production of 125,000 tons of copper, 230,000 ounces of gold, and 790,000 ounces of silver. This will be a straightforward open pit mine producing a rich copper gold concentrate. We are extremely bullish on copper, the green metal powering the electrical revolution playing out in front of our eyes. This is in part due to the rising popularity of electric vehicles and the growing insistence for clean energy solutions. In the United States alone, electric vehicle charging stations have increased over 10,000 times in the past 10 years, and electric vehicle manufacturers require between 85 and 800 pounds of copper per vehicle. As the world shifts towards clean energy, these changes will heavily impact the demand for this green commodity. Josemaria is one of the very few readily developable projects with a clear path to production to meet this growing demand. We are strongly positioned to take advantage of the coming copper boom. Josemaria will be judged on the returns we create for shareholders. In the public mining space, returns for shareholders is only achievable if you have solid corporate social governance and a great deposit. Josemaria has a strong board of directors and management team leading the way, with a proven track record of success in developing and operating mines, and of course, support from our largest shareholder, my family, who have cultivated great success in Argentina and around the world. Again, Josemaria trades on the TSX and in Sweden under the symbol JOSE. Our current market cap is approximately too low. We have 7 independent research analysts covering our company and all with buy recommendations. For more information, please visit our website, josemariaresources.com.
Hi, I'm Jamie Beck, President and CEO of Filo Mining Corp. Filo is an advanced exploration Lundin Group company focused on our 100% owned Filo del Sol copper, gold, silver project. An exciting story is unfolding at Filo. We are just beginning to see the true scope of the mineralized system and the ultimate potential size of the deposit. Over the past 2 drill seasons, our focus at Filo has been on exploring beneath our existing oxide resource, and the results have exceeded our expectations. Our latest drill program has transformed our understanding of the size and scale of the Filo system. Standout results include some of the best copper-gold exploration holes drilled globally in the past year. We are encouraged by both the length of the intercepts and their grades. This season confirmed the enormous potential for resource expansion that exists at Filo. We now know that there is a very large sulfide deposit underlying the substantial oxide resource. Of course, size is only one part of the story, and our drilling at Filo is intersecting impressive copper, gold, and silver grades. Hole 32, in particular, intersected over 1,009 meters of almost 0.95% copper equivalent. In order to better understand the potential size of the system at Filo, an exploration target was developed and predicts between 1.2 and 1.6 billion tons of sulfide mineralization at a grade between 0.7 and 1% copper equivalent. We are planning to build on the success of our most recent drilling when we get back to site in the fall. All of our surface data is telling us that the center of the system lies between holes 32 and historic hole VRC 93. And we need to know what is in between this approximate 2-kilometer distance to the north. We are excited about getting back to drilling next season with the goal of potentially doubling our recently announced exploration target. Clearly, there is a lot more to discover at Filo, and we may not even be drilling into the best part of the deposit yet. Filo is located between the prolific Maricunga and El Indio gold belts, two major mineralized trends that run along the Chile-Argentina border and contain some of the world's largest deposits. I think what sets Filo apart is the optionality that exists at the project. Not only is our exploration story unfolding, but the value is backstopped by a pre-feasibility study on the uppermost oxide portion of the deposit. For many Andean porphyry deposits, there is a large amount of waste rock sitting on top of the ore body. At Filo, our pre-strip is a robust oxide project with significant copper, gold, and silver production. Any one of these metal production profiles on their own is impressive, and at Filo, we have all three. It is both a base metals and a precious metal mine, with each contributing approximately 50% to the project's value. In addition, our sister company, Jose Maria Resources, is advancing its Jose Maria deposit, which sits only 25 kilometers to the north. As this project moves forward, infrastructure such as roads, power, water, and logistics will be developed and brought to the region. These potential synergies create a huge advantage for Filo that is not currently captured in our economics. We believe the PFS is only the tip of the iceberg. We have 9 independent research analysts covering our stock, all with buy recommendations. We have an outstanding leadership team and board of directors with an international track record of successful resource development. Our connection to the Lundin Group of companies is a huge advantage for Filo. Not only do we benefit from the financial support of one of the resource industry's most successful investors, but we also have access to an incredible support network, recognized leaders in responsible mining, environmental stewardship, and sustainable development of resource projects. Filo works closely with the Lundin Foundation, and we are committed to responsible ESG practices. Planning is already underway for the next drill program, which is scheduled to kick off in November 2020, where we will attempt to pick up from last season's success and define the boundaries of this exceptional mineralized system. Filo trades on the TSX Venture Exchange and the NASDAQ First North Growth Market under the symbol FIL. For more information, please visit our website, filomining.com. It's going to be another exciting year at Filo. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Wojtek Wojcicki. I'm the CEO of NGX Minerals. NGX is a rare opportunity to invest on the ground floor of a new Lundin exploration vehicle with an experienced and successful management team. Our goal this year is a new company-making asset. The sweet spot for us is an under-the-radar project with big exploration upside, where our core exploration skills are going to add value. We like copper and gold as commodities, but we will look at others. The current market is making very exciting opportunities available, and we feel this is a great time to build a new company. I'm confident we can do this because our management team's core skill is the discovery and definition of new resources. In the last 10 years, NGX geologists have made 3 major grassroots discoveries, 2 of which have been spun out and now form the core of 2 successful publicly listed companies, Jose Maria Resources and Filo Mining, each with a market cap of around $170 million. The 3rd discovery, NGX's Los Helados deposit, ranks as the world's 4th largest copper discovery in the last 10 years. Our main criteria for new projects are the quality and value creation potential, rather than a strict commodity or geographic focus. We will take on geographic risks for the right project. Our overall objective is to find an asset that we can really grow into a big win for our investors. As a Lundin Group company, when we find a good opportunity, we have the ability to access the capital needed to advance the projects and create value, when many of our peers cannot. Fortress Minerals is a great example of what we hope to do. 5 years ago, it was a shell with a market cap of around $40 million. Today it's called Lundin Gold, and it's worth $2.5 billion. NGX's current market cap is around $50 million, and our valuation is strongly supported by Los Helados, one of the largest undeveloped copper-gold resources in the world. Applying even a very conservative value of ½ cent a pound to just the copper yields a value several times our current market cap, and that's without putting a value on the gold or the silver. We're very bullish on copper and gold and think that Los Helados gives our investors great exposure to rising prices. NGX is a bet on our track record as explorers and on the Lundin Group's proven ability to uncover high-value opportunities and make money for its investors. This is an opportunity to invest with us as we begin to grow. We're listed on the TSXV as NGEX. For more information on the company, please visit us at our website, ngxminerals.com.
Hi, my name is Ron Hochstein, and I'm the President and CEO of Lundin Gold. Lundin Gold owns the Fruta del Norte gold mine in southeast Ecuador, which is one of the largest and highest grade gold deposits in the world. It has probable reserves of 5 million ounces and an average grade of 8.74 grams per ton gold. Lundin Gold acquired the asset in late 2014 and went straight into a feasibility study. 18 months later, we announced positive results from the study and began basic engineering. Late in 2016, we started site early works activities and began construction in July 2017. Just over 2 years later, in November 2019, we poured first gold at Fruta del Norte. Commercial production was declared in February 2020, earlier than originally planned. We built this mine on schedule and on budget. Due to COVID-19, we suspended operations only 1 month after declaring commercial production. We've now restarted operations and expect to produce between 150,000 to 170,000 ounces at an all-in sustaining cost of $770 to $850 per ounce. Together with production achieved prior to the suspension of operations, 2020 gold production is estimated to be between 200,000 and 220,000 ounces. With gold prices today over $1,800 per ounce, Fruta del Norte will be a very profitable mine, generating free cash flow in its first year of operation. We are happy with the great mine and are eagerly looking at several areas for growth. Fruta del Norte has significant upside potential both at the mine and within the extensive land package surrounding our operations. At the mine, we are looking at increasing throughput from 3,500 tons per day up to 4,500 tons per day, and engineering studies are underway. We also see an opportunity to increase our current resources to support the potential increased throughput and provide further growth. We have identified drill targets in the southern extension and at depth of the existing mineral resource, and we're expected to start drilling early next year. Finally, Fruta del Norte is within a major underexplored mineralized trend, and significant exploration upside exists within our land package. The Suarez Pull-Apart Basin hosts our mine, and only 18 holes outside of Fruta del Norte have been drilled. The Barbasco target has many similar qualities to Fruta del Norte and is our highest priority target of many. We will start drilling there as soon as we receive the necessary permits. Lundin Gold built and brought into production the first large-scale underground gold mine in Ecuador. Large-scale mining is a new industry in this country, and being the first to accomplish something like Fruta del Norte. Now we had to do it right, or as we like to say, responsibly. We believe that responsible mining is a catalyst for sustainable economic development, and we have focused and continue to focus on 3 areas: local hiring, local procurement, and economic diversification. Our company is committed to delivering value to our shareholders while simultaneously providing economic and social benefits to local communities and fostering a healthy and safe workplace. Please visit our website at lundingold.com for more exciting information about Fruta del Norte and a great overview of our ESG programs.
Hi, I'm Jack Lundin. I recently joined Bluestone Resources as the Chief Executive Officer. Let me tell you a little bit more about our Cerro Blanco gold project. Firstly, Bluestone Resources is a values-based company that owns the Cerro Blanco gold project, a permitted, high-grade gold asset located in southeast Guatemala. We are located 2.5 hours outside of Guatemala City along the Pan-American Highway. The closest town is Asuncion Mita. This is our base of operations and where we stay when we're at the project. The project has been part of the community for almost 20 years, and we look forward to developing Cerro Blanco alongside our local stakeholders. This is going to be a transformational year for Bluestone, as we complete the project financing and look to kick off project development activities. We are covered by 6 analysts with an average target price twice as high as the current share price today. We have approximately 135 million shares outstanding and a market cap of around $180 million US. We also have about $62 million in the bank in cash today. Cerro Blanco was purchased from Gold Corp, who put over $200 million US into the project. This includes existing site infrastructure and approximately 3.5 kilometers of underground development, which has given us a big head start and a much higher degree of confidence in the geology of the area. The Cerro Blanco project currently hosts roughly 1.4 million ounces of gold at just over 10 grams per ton. Current drilling is looking to upgrade and increase that resource through high priority exploration targets. A robust feasibility study highlighted an NPV of over $500 million and an IRR of 60% at current gold prices. Cerro Blanco is a high margin project with an average all-in sustaining cost of under $600 per ounce, which puts us in the first decile of the industry. It is projected to produce 125 to 150,000 ounces of gold per year and roughly 100 to 120 million per year in free cash flow generation. I mentioned earlier, we will be looking to complete our project financing package alongside the current drill program we have underway. Basic engineering has started, and we will look to engage an underground mining contractor and initiate site development activities later this year or early next year. Another unique aspect of Bluestone is the adjacent geothermal project that is permitted to produce up to 50 megawatts of electricity through renewable energy generation. Previous operators drilled a number of production wells, and Bluestone will look to advance this project, potentially in phases, as there are a number of synergies with the mine. Bluestone's Cerro Blanco project is a rare investment opportunity in the gold sector, as it is a permitted, high-grade development backed by the Lundin Group. We have a successful track record in the resource industry. Please visit our website at bluestoneresources.ca for more exciting information.
Hi, I'm David Cates, Director, President, and CEO of Denison Mines. We're one of the largest publicly traded uranium mining companies in the world and the only uranium-focused company within the Lundin Group of companies. Denison has a portfolio of assets in the Athabasca Basin region in Saskatchewan, Canada, which is home to the highest grade uranium deposits on the planet and has repeatedly been recognized by the Fraser Institute as one of the top jurisdictions for mining investment. Denison's flagship asset is a 90% interest in the Wheeler River project, which is located in the eastern portion of the Athabasca Basin in close proximity to existing infrastructure. Wheeler River hosts 2 high-grade uranium deposits, Phoenix and Griffin, which together represent the largest undeveloped uranium project in the eastern portion of the Athabasca Basin. Denison completed a pre-feasibility study for Wheeler River in 2018, which was highlighted by the selection of the low-cost in-situ recovery, or ISR, mining method for the development of Phoenix, the highest grade undeveloped uranium deposit in the world, with an average grade over 19%. Following an extensive ISR field test program in 2019, an independent consultant recently concluded that the hydrogeologic model developed for Phoenix demonstrated proof of concept for the application of ISR mining. As an ISR operation, Phoenix benefits from low upfront capital costs and could become the lowest cost uranium mine in the world, with operating costs estimated at $3.33 per pound and fully loaded all-in costs, including initial capital, sustaining capital, and operating costs, estimated at $8.90 per pound, generating a base case pre-tax IRR of over 43%. The Griffin deposit adds scale and optionality as a conventional underground mine and plans to make use of the excess license capacity at Denison's 22.5% owned McClean Lake uranium mill. Denison also has interests in significant undeveloped high-grade uranium deposits near the mill, with its ownership in the Waterbury, Midwest, and McClean Lake projects. Despite recent increases, the uranium price remains cyclically depressed. Shuttered mines and most development projects simply require much higher prices to justify restart or advancement. A new contracting cycle is on the horizon as inventories are drawn down to historically low levels. With the support of the Lundin Group, Denison is well positioned to bring ISR uranium mining to the Athabasca Basin and ultimately offer investors unique leverage to a rising uranium price. For more information about Denison and our exciting plans for Phoenix, please visit our website at denisonmines.com or follow us on one of our social media feeds.
Welcome to the C-Suite at the Open Video series with TMX Group. I'm Arnie Goldstein, Head of Company Services based out of Vancouver, and joining me today is Ira Thomas, the President and CEO of Mukara Diamonds. Welcome, Ira. I hope you're safe and well.
Thank you very much. Very pleased to be here, and yes, I am safe and well, and I hope everyone in your world is as well, Arnie.
Thank you so much. Ira, tell me about Mukara Diamonds. Give me the elevator pitch.
Sure. Mukara has been in production since 2012 on its flagship diamond mine called Karowe, which is situated in Botswana. Mukara is a high-margin diamond producer that has become renowned for its production of very large, high-value diamonds, and in fact, we are the only mine in history to have produced 2 diamonds in excess of 1,000 carats in size. That includes the historic Lesedi Larona that was recovered in 2015 at 1,109 carats. And most recently in 2019, we recovered an even larger diamond, the 1,758 carat Sewelô, which was actually put into a partnership between Louis Vuitton, the world's largest luxury brand, and the HB company out of Antwerp.
Excellent. Do you have any comments about your balance sheet?
Yeah, listen, it has been a challenging year for a lot of companies. Mukara is no exception. As a producer of luxury products, that market has really been impacted by the current COVID crisis. But I think it's important to note that Mukara went into this crisis with a strong balance sheet. We had cash on hand and no debt, and we are well positioned to weather this crisis and hopefully come out the other end even stronger.
That's fantastic. Ira, tell me about the industry in which you operate, including some of the challenges specific to the diamond market itself.
Yeah, listen, for us, we're operating in Botswana, and diamond mining has been declared an essential service. So that's positive. We continue to operate our mine at full capacity with all the appropriate social distancing measures in place at our mine. But the market overall for diamonds is definitely weak. In the short term, we see a challenging price environment. However, longer term, we're feeling very optimistic. We went into the crisis with diamonds showing a pretty strong recovery over where they had been in the preceding 2-year period. And the supply and demand fundamentals for diamonds continue to look very robust. We have aging mines around the world, which are basically taking supply out of the system, and there have been very few new discoveries. So overall, we're very optimistic, and Mukara went into this crisis in a strong position. So we do feel that we will come out of this with product to sell at good prices.
Fantastic. What are some of the catalysts that may positively affect your business here in the short term?
Well, for us, it's really about looking at where the markets are starting to open up again. Obviously, we've been sort of 8 weeks in lockdown around the world, but Asia is the first to come out, and already we're starting to see increasing demand for diamonds out of Asia, and we expect that demand will start to improve in other parts of the world as well as we move into the summer fall periods.
Okay, interesting. Look forward to that. So can you tell me what being listed on the TSX has meant for Mukara Diamonds and your stakeholders?
Listen, I think being listed on the TSX with the TMX group of companies has been really important for Mukara. We are a Canadian company. We primarily access capital through Canada, and obviously we have a broader group of shareholders now around the world, but being listed on the exchange has been a definite advantage and a positive in attracting capital and shareholders around the world. So it's been a very good partnership for us.
Well, thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you join me today, and I look forward to seeing you on the market.
Thank you very much. Stay safe.